faced each other. You got to go back to 2004 in West Lafayette. Purdue won that game 51-0.
I'm guessing Dino's hoping for a different outcome today here in the Loud House.
Oh, absolutely. Syracuse looking to continue their unbeaten streak and go 3-0 for the first time since 2018 when they had a nice magical season under Dino. They went 10-3 that season. So here comes that Syracuse offense, and here's the junior out of Charlotte, Garrett Shrader, second straight week. He was the Pro Football Focus Offensive Player of the Week. You know, against UConn, the transfer from Mississippi State, we threw for a career high 292 yards, 3 touchdowns, and look, on the season, he's thrown for 528 yards, 5 TDs, well on his way of surpassing last year's total of 1,400 yards passing and 9 touchdowns.
And been one of the most efficient quarterbacks in college football. How about the first play? Tucker lined up as a wide receiver at the bottom of your screen.
Shrader back to pass, and he's looking for Tucker to the outside and throws it out of bounds.
Well, he had the matchup he wanted. Got a linebacker, OC Brothers, matched up in man coverage on the outside. I like them taking that shot early in the ball game.
Shrader voted captain this season by the team. You know, one of the things they said the biggest difference in him, not looking over his shoulder anymore. Here's Tucker's first carry. Churning the legs, going hard for 3 yards. Cam Allen makes the stop for the Boilermakers.
You know, the Boilermakers without their top player in this game, Jalen Graham, injured against Penn State. So they're going to have to kind of rotate a lot of guys in at linebacker and at that nickel hybrid position. We'll see some new faces here for the Boilers. Big third down here coming up early in the ball game.
Yeah, Graham will be out for 3 to 4 weeks, and you see Tucker going in motion. Usually they throw it out to him when he does that, and he gets it again. Too high, though. Kieran Douglas in coverage, incomplete.
Kind of a strange route. They run him out to the flat, and then it cuts kind of back inside. I'm not sure if there was some miscommunication there, but it's a nice stop for Purdue to start the ball game. See Tucker motions out, comes out to the flat, cuts back in like an angle route on the outside, and the ball just thrown a little bit too high. Good coverage there by Douglas.
Max van Marburg will be kicking things away. Back deep is Charlie Jones. From his own 25, and hit immediately. Elijah Clark makes that stick.
Elijah Clark, we're going to see a lot of him on defense this afternoon, Bry. There he is on special teams, making the hit as a gunner against Charlie Jones, the star wide receiver for the Boilermakers.
Now here comes Aiden O'Connell, 6-year senior. You know, he started his career as a walk-on, 8th on the depth chart, worked his way to starter. He's got 9 350-yard passing games. Only Drew Brees has more with 12. Dylan Downey in the backfield. Play fake to the outside, complete to T.J. Sheffield. And Sheffield is close to a first down. He's about 2 yards shy. Garrett Williams makes the stop for the Cuse.
The thing you love about Aiden O'Connell is he's kind of a true pocket passer, right? But he doesn't stand back there like a statue. He gets the football out so quick, and that's what you have to watch for if you're Syracuse defense, the quick release.
Fake the jet sweep. They throw it to the tight end, Payne Durham. Woo. Durham is met right at the first down marker by Garrett Williams again.
Right,
Williams, the leading tackler on his defense.
Tony Whiteside, Brian, yesterday, he said Garrett Williams is not scared to tackle, and that's a big dude. Payne Durham coming up there in the flat. 3rd and about 1, and it's getting loud.
Charlie Jones is the guy Purdue likes to go to. He'll be lined up in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Downey, Jones in motion. They give it to Downing straight ahead, and he's met right at the marker. Michael Jones met him.
Well, it was really Jatius Gear who gets in there first, and then Jones cleans it up just enough for the first down. See 54 knifes in there, starts to get the tackle, and then Jones finishes him off. But like you said, first down, Boilermakers. Very close.
Boilermakers will go 5 wide. Swings it out to Tyrone Tracy. Tracy. Knocked out of bounds at about the 45. Justin Barron forces him out of bounds. Tracy is a guy who plays receiver, but he'll play some running back today as well.
Especially with King DeRoe out of this ball game with the injury, got that calf strain. So they're going to have to use Tracy in a variety of ways. And we knew coming in that they'll motion him in and out of the backfield. They'll try to get him on the edge, on the perimeter. Just want to get the football in his hands because he's one of the most explosive playmakers on this offense.
Devin Maccabee has checked in as well at running back. O'Connell, plenty of time, throwing downfield, and caught. Go! Charlie Jones dropped it. Lost his helmet, and once again with Garrett Williams, one of the best cover corners for Syracuse.
That's a great matchup that we're going to have to watch this afternoon. Garrett Williams, probably the top corner for Syracuse, matched up on the outside. Jones hasn't beat. This is a beautiful throw by O'Connell. That must be caught by Charlie Jones. That's a miss.
Purdue will go with 2 tight ends here. Maccabee in the backfield. Fakes to him, throws to the outside, and it's complete. About a yard shy of a first down. Mershawn Rice makes the catch. He's out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio.
A little bit too much cushion on the outside there by Garrett Williams. You know, one of the things you have to do against Purdue, if you want to stop this offense, you've got to have corners that can come up and play press coverage. And Syracuse has those guys in Deuce Chestnut and Garrett Williams. They got to do it more consistently.
7th play of this drive coming. Maccabee stays in. 3rd and 1. You see Charlie Jones on the sideline. Rice in motion. They fake it and go to the tight end, Durham. Durham's got the first down and more. Deuce Chestnut makes the stop for Syracuse. That's a 7-yard pickup, and they'll move the sticks.
Jeff Brom's done a nice job drawing up this script here. Moving the football, getting the football into a variety of players' hands. I like the misdirection, getting it to Payne Durham. They need to get Payne Durham more involved in this offense. Basically with Charlie Jones being the top target on the outside. Payne Durham, the 5th-year senior at 6'5", 255. He's a monster tight end.
He's the best leader of the team. They think he's an NFL talent. Maccabee gets the carry, cuts back, and up the middle. Chestnut again with the stop, and a flag comes flying in.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, defense number 10, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
That's on Elijah Clark as Larry Smith is our referee.
You see the number 10 coming in there at the end, just grabs. It's a clear, easy call. And then Elijah Clark comes gimping off the field, and that would be a big loss for them. We'll have to monitor that. There's Elijah going inside the tent.
How about this? Purdue now inside the red zone. Syracuse defense has not given up a score when an opponent has gotten into the red zone. Maccabee driven back. Davon Darton was not having it.
Yeah, they rotate a couple different defensive tackles in there. Terry Lockett and Darton. This was the game that Darton was going to start. Big 45 does a great job blowing that up in the backfield.
10th play of this drive. O'Connell over the middle, throws, incomplete. He's looking for the tight end, Paul Peferi, but he was double covered, and it's 3rd and 15. Keep in mind, again, this Syracuse defense has not given up a red zone score yet this season.
Well, here's where you want to see Charlie Jones and Garrett Williams. Top of your screen. They don't have to pick it all up, but that's the target I'm looking at.
Downing's in the backfield. Jones at the top of your screen. O'Connell looking. Jones is wide open. Finds him at the last minute, and it may be out of bounds. Let's see. They're going to call it a catch. Look how wide open he was for the longest.
Yeah, Garrett Williams is kind of playing, it looks like a soft coverage, sinks back on Jones. And you're right, Brian, he was wide open for what seemed like an eternity.
Here's 3rd down. They give it to Downing. Is that 4th? And did he get it?
No. He didn't get it, Brian.
He did not. Wow. And Syracuse, again, has not given up a red zone score.
What a drive by that Purdue offense, but give Cuse credit. When it mattered most on 4th and short, they get off the field. What a start to this ball game. Purdue has a long drive down the field. It stalls. Cuse football.
66 yards over 5 minutes.
So Garrett Williams is on the outside in zone coverage, cover 3. He can't come up on Charlie Jones. He needs his flat defender to expand. That's why Jones was so wide open on that 3rd down.
And Shrader's going to keep it. Design quarterback run. And he'll pick up about 6. Let's go to the studio. Here's Kevin Connors with an update.
Joseph, interim coach at Nebraska, went up 7-zip. For Coach Mullen, Dylan Gabriel breaks one.
Yeah, I mean, you see the defense of Nebraska is still struggling. They have a new coach, took some of the pressure maybe off of everybody in the organization, but the same players are still out there trying to tackle.
7-7, Brian.
Thank you, Shrader. Scrambling for a 1st down.
And very close, Brian, at the end of this play to getting a personal foul as Shrader slides. The fans here wanted it. No call. You can see the athletic ability of Shrader to escape the pocket. Former wide receiver, we talked about that. He's got some serious wheels on the outside.
So 1st and 10. Shrader again, keeping it. Breaks the tackle. Upended. Gain of 11. Reese Taylor makes the stop.
The one thing that Purdue's defensive coordinator Ron English talked about with us this week is quarterback lanes, rush lanes. They've got to stay in their gaps, be gap sound, and right there, Shrader takes advantage of it for the 1st down run.
Oronde Gadsden in motion to the outside, and that is Gadsden who makes the catch. You know, one of the things Syracuse is looking for is for one of these receivers to step up and become a number 1.
Yeah, I kind of thought coming into the season it was going to be Courtney Jackson. He seems to be the favorite target of Shrader, but Devon Cooper, the 7th-year player who wears number 7, ironically, is a good one, but Gadsden's a big target on the outside, especially in the red zone. You saw him there on that 1st down completion.
This is Tucker. And look at the move. And the cutback. Tucker brought down at the 49.
Patience.
Kane makes the stop. Talked about the vision.
Yeah, the vision and the patience. We talked about it in the open. You can see him. He lets his block set up. He cuts up, and then bam. Once he sticks that foot in the ground, nearly could have been out the gate. A very lucky shoestring tackle there by Purdue.
Shrader again looking, throwing downfield to the outside and too high. Intended for Isaiah Jones, but there's a flag. Working on Reese Taylor.
Pass interference. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
And of course, Taylor is the transfer from Indiana, another one of the good corners for Purdue.
Yeah, plays that field corner position really good on the outside there. But again, this football's overthrown, but because he gets grabbed, he doesn't really have a chance. And Shrader takes a shot on this one as he delivers the football. Jack Sullivan.
You know, the interesting thing about Shrader, you know, last season, his completion percentage was just 50. Right now, he's completing 79% of his passes.
Coming into the game, Brian, he's only had 10 incompletions.
That's unbelievable. Here's the jet sweep and a reverse. They're going to throw it to Shrader. And he overthrew him. LeQuint Allen threw it, but overthrew Shrader. And listen, LeQuint Allen made his collegiate debut in the season opener against Louisville. He's out of Jersey, but the freshman overthrew Shrader, and he had him.
Big moment for Allen. This is going to be an easy walk-in touchdown. As you see the double reverse, Cooper to Allen, and then just all you got to do is just throw it out there. Maybe it wouldn't have been a touchdown, but it certainly would have been a big game.
They'll give it to Tucker. Prince James Boyd makes the stop. 4-yard pickup. Let's go down to the field. Lauren Sisler.
Hey guys, how's it going, man? It is loud down here. The energy isn't at extreme, but it's a lot of fun. All right, so Garrett Shrader, he has really emerged as a quarterback on this football team in this new look offense, and he says he really likes how it's quarterback friendly, and it's showing up right now here on the football field. He said he really wants to prove to Coach Dino Babers, he wants to prove to his teammates and the Syracuse fan base that they made the right decision in bringing him from Mississippi State here to Syracuse to finish out his college football career.
Thank you, Lauren. That one incomplete.
Decision time.
Courtney Jackson there, a receiver screen. So 4th down, and looks like they're going to kick it. Andrew Schmidt will come in to kick it, and they got a good one here at Syracuse. This will be from 50. He's their all-time leader in career field goals. Most accurate kicker in Syracuse history. And that one's up. And good. And it's the Qs who strike first. 3-0 our score. Jim Brown and Ernie Davis in the same backfield, and unfortunately he died of leukemia just a few months later after the draft. Never played a down in the NFL. They believe this young man could be the next great running back here at Syracuse, and Sean Tucker. You know, there was talk last season about whether or not he's going to wear number 44.
Right. I mean, a lot of the students on campus wanted to see him wear it. He was kind of approached about it, but he said, no. I'm 34. I'm not going to take that number. I'm going to make my own name.
Let's go to the studio, get an update. Here's my guy, Kevin Connors.
All right, Brian, your AT&T 5G studio update. Coach Mullen, how good is Brock Bowers and that Georgia offense?
Well, so many different weapons. When you're getting the tight end the ball on reverse to run it in, you're pretty special.
Stetson Bennett just took one in himself. It is 13-0, Brian. PAT pending.
Okay, KC, thank you very much. Here it's 3-0 after Syracuse went 9 plays, 59 yards, went 3 minutes, 22 seconds. They get on the scoreboard first. Brian Custer, Dustin Fox, Lauren Sisler here with you. Here's Purdue's second offensive series. Their last series, O'Connell threw it to 6 different targets. And quickly to the outside, the receiver screen to Tyrone Tracy. Marlo Wax makes the stop for Syracuse.
The second time they've tried to get the football in the hands of Tracy on the outside. Haven't seen him quite yet in the backfield as a runner, where he worked mostly in the spring, but without King DeRue out for this game, you're going to see a lot more of Tracy. They're just trying to get him touches.
Mockabee gets the carry. Puts his head down forward. Give him about 4 or 5. Derek McDonald makes the stop. So third down coming. Remember, Purdue got all the way inside the red zone, but it was the Cuse defense, thanks to their defensive coordinator, Tony White, who made the stop on down. They call themselves the Mob.
The Mob is getting loud, and they need it right now on this big third down. Top of your screen, the top two targets. I wonder if they're going to use them as a decoy. You got Payne and Jones. Payne in motion.
O'Connell, he's looking that way. He goes to the tight end, it's Payne. And the big man's got a first down. Garrett Williams makes the stop.
There's no question that Aiden O'Connell was going to be looking off to his right on that play. Try to use a little bit of motion to create some separation between the defenders, just enough to pick up that first down. You'll see Charlie Jones kind of clears out the secondary and allows just enough space for Payne to catch the football.
1st and 10 for Purdue.
Little confusion here.
From their own 33. Receiver screen, TJ Sheffield, he's going to throw it and hit.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside
Michael
the pocket.
Jones
The ball
came
made
up
the
and
line.
delivered the lick.
Boy, this was a big-time lick on the outside by number 3. Comes in here as Sheffield's trying to find his target, which is the tight end, Payne Durham.
And it was probably the best thing that he got hit like that, because that would have been a pick.
Been a pick, absolutely. I've got a flag.
Intentional grounding by the offense. The player who threw the ball was not the original receiver of the snap. Therefore, he cannot legally ground the ball. So loss of down, 2nd down.
It's interesting. I thought Jones affected the pass. So, again, they call it intentional grounding there on Sheffield.
And here's another look at this, and keep in mind, neither one of these squads have a turnover. Offenses have a turnover yet this season.
You know what? As he's in the air, I think he makes that decision to throw that football away, and there was no target within range.
Kobe Lewis is checked in at running back. O'Connell steps up, throws over the middle, complete. Mershawn Rice makes the catch at midfield, and they bring him down at the 45.
This is why O'Connell's going to play at the next level. For him to go through his progressions and find this deep dig route between 3 defenders is just beautiful. That's a dart by O'Connell.
22-yard pickup for the Boilermakers, and they're in business. They go 5 wide. Quickly to Charlie Jones. Jones to the outside. Maybe 1 or 2. Let's go down to the field, Lawrence Sisler.
Justin, going off what you said, that poise and that pocket presence is tremendous, but he knows his limitations. He won't out-athlete anyone, which really forces him to just stay in the pocket, trust it, then cut it loose. But he doesn't get rattled. He's extremely accurate with that quick release, and his staff really has a lot of praise and trust in him and this quarterback that, as you mentioned earlier, he walked on Purdue, was 8th on the depth chart, and now he's made his way to the top, and he's going to be playing on Sundays one day.
They want him to pick up at least 1 or 2 first downs a game with his legs. He just refuses to do it.
Yeah, O'Connell again with that arm. Charlie Jones caught and dropped at the 29, working on Elijah Clark. And Jones looks to be hurt.
Officials timeout for an offensive injury.
Charlie Jones and Aiden O'Connell go back a long way. They've been playing with each other since Pop Warner. And they're tending to him now. 3-0 our score. We'll be right back. And there's a flag here.
Maybe a false start on your left tackle, Eric Miller. Miller's pointing at the Cuse defense, saying I was drawn offsides. So some discussion here by the Big Ten officialing crew.
Larry
False start.
Smith
Offense
says
number
it's a false
74.
start.
5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, look, how big is that loss right now of Charlie Jones? Coming into this game, Jones had 21 catches since 2000. only 4 Big Ten receivers have caught 21 or more passes through the first 2 games of the season. All 4 of those receivers from Purdue. Rondell Moore was the last to do it, and that was in 2019. Before Charlie Jones. This one to TJ Sheffield. Kayvon Darton makes the stop. 6-yard pickup.
You know, Brian, just to that point, Charlie Jones arrives here on campus from Iowa, was basically a return specialist at Iowa. Only the 21 catches. He's like, I got 1 year left. I want to go somewhere where I'm going to get the football. And you can see, with the departure of David Bell, Jones has been this offense throughout the first couple of games. Now they're going to have to do it by committee with him out of the game.
O'Connell over the middle to Payne Durham. And the big tight end has got another first down, and he's in the red zone. And I'll say it again, Syracuse has yet to give up a red zone score this season.
Okechukwu is actually matched up here in man coverage, the defensive end. That's an absolute mismatch, and Purdue takes advantage of it.
10th play of this drive coming for the Boilermakers.
The last drive stalled out after 12 plays down around the same area. Let's see if they can capitalize here.
O'Connell, Maccabee, big hole, touchdown, Purdue, and Syracuse finally gives up a red zone score. His second touchdown of the season. They love this redshirt freshman, a walk-on. They said, look, he had a great camp. And you can see why with that run.
And really, with King DeRue, excuse me, they need somebody to step up and be that running back. And you're right, Brian, he had a really good camp.
Blocked by the Cuse. And returning it. He's got a line of blockers. Jason Simmons, and did stop. And tripped up at the 17. Paul Paferi makes the stop for Purdue.
Give Paferi a lot of credit for not giving up on this play. He saves the Boilermakers 2 points on this game as what appeared to be an easy PAT return for 2, but he doesn't give up, and as he cuts back, he still fights.
The try is over.
Great job there, keeping it a 3-point game. And I think Syracuse sideline was so excited about that they got the sideline warning.
Well, you know, when we were talking to Coach Babers, remember what he told us? He said, in this game, he said the first thing, the kicking game. He said that was going to be his #1 key. Because when you have 2 teams like this, you're so evenly
close
matched,
game, right?
He said it's always something in special teams that's going to decide it.
We were sitting with Dino and we were talking about it like, hey, listen, kicking game, right, big turn. Neither team's turned the football over. So something's going to have to give. It's been as advertised. Both defenses have kind of done a nice job. A 6-3 ball game. We kind of thought it'd be a little bit high scoring than this, but it's been fun.
Van Eckeren will kick things away. Courtney Jackson to be back deep for Syracuse. That's Finneran's first block extra point. And on his career now 60 of 63 when it comes to extra points. To the studio and an update. Here's Kevin Connors.
Lake Corum, a couple of touchdown runs. Michigan on top of UConn over on ABC. Georgia has still yet to allow a touchdown this season. They're in Columbia against South Carolina on ESPN. And Will Levis a short touchdown run. Number 7 Kentucky up on Youngstown State on the SEC network.
6-3 our score here. Under a minute left in the quarter. Shrader throwing, incomplete. Devon Cooper makes the stop, or the catch. Reese Taylor with the stop for Purdue. It's a first down.
Take a look at Cooper in his 7th year of eligibility, and everyone's tried to go back and look and find out if anybody's caught a pass in 7 straight seasons, and they can't find the answer.
Shrader using those legs. He's got wheels. Breaks the tackle. He's across midfield. Chris Jefferson tricked him up. 15-yard pickup. That's what makes him so dangerous. Now that he's passing more accurately, but we already knew he could use the legs.
And if something's not open on the outside, he is quick to take off with the football. Good first quarter, partner.
Yeah, we played one here inside the JMA Wireless Lauren.
Yeah, guys, Charlie Jones walked back out of the locker room. He's sitting over here on the bench. Wide receiver coach Garrett McGee walked over to him, looked at him, said, "Are you good?" Charlie gave him the nod. Garrett McGee put the thumbs up. Garrett McGee did tell me, though, he will not be playing in the return game the rest of this game here today, but certainly great to have him back out on the field.
He's been targeted 4 times. He's got 3 catches. This is Shrader with the carry.
Fooled everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Goal 99, Jack Sullivan thought that Tucker had the football, and I think most of the Purdue defense did as well. Shrader pulls the football out in that RPO game and picks up about 5.
2nd and 5. From the pistol. They give it to Tucker. And he's pulled backwards. Maybe a yard. Branson Dean on the stop. Big 3rd down here coming for the Qs. From the Purdue 43.
I'd be looking to get the football in the hands of Sean Tucker.
0 of 2 on 3rd down.
Got a
what
lot of
Syracuse has done so far.
A lot of cushion here.
Shrader, plenty of time. Steps up. He's going to take off and grab, but a flag is thrown. Looked like he had room for a first down and then grabbed his legs and he goes down.
I thought he should have took off sooner. Had plenty of time in the pocket. Nothing was open down the field. Just got to go.
And Shrader's hurt.
Holding. Offense number 57. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down. Officials timeout for an offensive injury.
Boy,
Media.
you get the penalty and you get the quarterback hurt as well. His own power, but he's on the sideline. Carlos Del Rio Wilson's the new quarterback, the redshirt freshman out of Atlanta. 2 for 4, 27 yards on the season. Back to pass, under pressure, escapes, throws, incomplete. But a flag is down. Was he over the line of scrimmage?
I think he crossed the line of scrimmage, Brian, I do. As he escaped the pressure, he steps up, does a really nice job delivering the football to Gadsden deep down the field, but I do think it was very close to him crossing the line.
They're discussing it. The redshirt freshman, he's the transfer out of Florida.
The line of scrimmage is the 47.
Yeah, he looked like he was right at midfield when he let that one go.
We have 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Holding, offense, number 47. That penalty is declined. Illegal forward pass, number 16, passing the ball beyond the neutral zone. That is a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the pass. Loss of down. It will be 4th down.
So the Qs have to punt it away.
You can see the line of scrimmage right there at the 47, clearly past the line of scrimmage. And when you get that scramble drill, a lot of times those linemen get on the outside. They end up just grabbing a little bit too much jersey. And some self-inflicted wounds here by the Cuse here in the second quarter.
Max von Marburg will punt thing away. Reese Taylor standing at his own 15. Ooh, that was close. And maybe hitting a Boilermaker, but a good roll. And down at the 10-yard line. That's a 47-yard punt. No return. Well, let's take a look at the weekend's menu. Biggest games brought to you by Crumble Cookies. And here on ESPN2, look at when we're done, you got Colorado, Minnesota, followed by Tech and NC State, San Diego State and Utah to cap things off. And then on ABC, Ole Miss and G-Tech, Sparty and Washington, and of course Miami and A&M. That's a big game for Miami and A&M.
Brian, Charlie Jones back in the game for the Boilermaker offense. Bottom of your screen.
Tyrone Tracy in the backfield, but over the middle you go to the tight end. Payne Durham loses his helmet, but gets a first down.
What a hit.
Marlowe Wax delivered that hit.
Wow, clean hit by Marlowe Wax, but great concentration to hang on to this football. You'll see Payne run right up the seam. Wax comes over from the linebacker position and delivers the blow.
Tyrone Tracy once again.
Now they may take a look at this for targeting, Brian. I thought initially it looked clean, but
Replay stoppage for potential targeting foul.
yeah, I think at a second glance it's close.
They'll take another look and review it. We'll give you the decision when we come back. Man, Donovan McNabb, you know, they took a look at that and reviewed it for targeting, and they say no targeting at all.
They were looking to see if the crown was down.
Right.
That's the indicator they're looking for there, and it was close. My initial thought was it looked like a clean hit. Well, appeared I was right for once.
Tyrone Tracy again in the backfield for Purdue. He gets the carry. Tracy around the corner. Spins off another tackler. He's got a first down. You know, they like to see him as their Deebo Samuel.
Absolutely. Want to move him all around the field. Primarily a wide receiver, but they will line him up at tailback, especially with the lack of running backs they have, the depth there, the lack they have. Tracy now with his third touch of the game, had 2 receptions early in the ball game on bubble screens. Now a carry in the backfield, and he stays in at tailback.
He's another one of those transfers out of Iowa. 1st and 10. O'Connell swings it out to Tracy this time. Cuts back and brought down at the 45. To the studio, and a quick update. Here's Kevin Connors.
Because AT&T 5G studio update. Coach Mullen, we saw Brock Bowers on the reverse. How about the catch here?
And they move him all over the field. He's a tight end, but with wide receiver skills. Unbelievable catch in the corner of the end zone.
Georgia still has yet to give up a touchdown, Brian. 21-0 over on ESPN.
Man, all right, Kev. Thank you, brother. Brian Custer, Dustin Fox, Lawrence Sisler here with you in Syracuse. Purdue driving. O'Connell, the fake outside. Charlie Jones makes the catch. And he's in Syracuse territory. How about those hands by Charlie Jones?
Great concentration by Jones. That's the first throw that O'Connell's kind of been a little bit off on. A little high for Jones, but still the concentration is he's almost backpedaling out of bounds, gets both feet in bounds for the first down.
Aiden O'Connell, 16 of 17, right now throwing the rock, 145.
Guy's incredible. Last week was 17 for 19. This week, 16 for 17. One of the most accurate throwers in America.
2 tight ends here for Purdue. O'Connell again, looking for Jones down the sideline.
That's that matchup.
Yeah, working with Garrett Williams. That's good on good there.
Yeah, definitely. Good coverage by Williams down the field, trying to take advantage of those one-on-one opportunities. That's what Jeff Brom wants to do with this offense.
You see Charlie Jones here in his replay. He said, hey, he was grabbing me. What do you think? You're former corner.
Former corner myself. Yeah, I'd let that slide. I'd let that slide because
I love it. Spoken like a true corner. Second and 10. Dylan Downey checks into the backfield.
Got the same matchup again, Brian.
That ended at 10 straight completions for O'Connell. Under pressure, throws, and complete. Again to the tight end, this time with Paul Bufferi. Third down coming. And let's see the loud house get loud here.
It seems like Payne Durham or Jones have been the go-to guys, both on the same side of the football right now. Bottom of your screen, Jones. In line, close to the core is Durham. Purdue's been money.
Purdue is 3 of 4 on third down. He's looking for Jones to the outside and caught. Charlie Jones makes the catch.
And that was terrific coverage by Williams. I mean, you can't get much better than that. I love the strength of Jones' hands. He comes up the top of his route, breaks it off. Williams is right there. Go up, get your hands on it, secure the catch. Beautiful pickup. O'Connell now 4 for 4 on third down.
13-yard pickup. Jones now with 5 catches, 46 yards receiving. He goes to Jones, looking for him, throws it. And he was under pressure. O'Connell. Michael Jones applying that pressure. Let's go down to the field and Lauren.
Purdue OC Brian Brom talks about the chemistry he sees between Aiden and Charlie, and even from a distance, they are always on the same page, put in a ton of work together, especially this summer. Aiden was always popping into the receiver room, teaching Charlie and the other receivers the offense. Aiden called it. He told the coaches Charlie is the real deal. They weren't sure at first, but they trusted their quarterback, and it certainly paid off.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's going to get a breather. Second and 10. They're going to go to Downing. Caleb Okechukwu makes the stop.
Yeah, they like Dylan Downing at running back. He's getting a lot more work this week.
Third down, another one.
Let's see if Mr. Perfect O'Connell can go 5 for 5.
Third and 5. Boilermakers are 4 of 5 on third down.
Charlie's on the sidelines.
Payne Durham has been the guy. This time, no, it's TJ Sheffield, and he's brought down a yard shy. Jihad Carter makes the stop for Syracuse.
It's a really good tackle by Jihad Carter, the safety on the outside. They just try to run Burks to the flat, hoping he can break a tackle. Nearly gets to the line to gain. I'm surprised they're not going to go for this, Brian. I really am.
Here's Mitchell Finneran. This will be from 40. He's already had an extra point blocked. And that kick is good. Purdue extends the lead to 6. 7:54 to play till the half. On ESPN and the app. You know, this week before the Super Bowl champion Rams, they were looking to bounce back after that week 1 loss to Buffalo. And they go 1-1 with Matthew Stafford. And next week, 2 Monday Night Football matchups. Derrick Henry, Titans. They battle Josh Allen and those Bills. Catch that at 7:15 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN2, and the app. Here's a look at Charlie Jones. Hey, look, Purdue has twice as many plays as Syracuse. They've had it almost double, or more than double the time that Syracuse had it. And the Qs, they don't have a first down in this quarter yet.
It's crazy. Purdue's got 13 first downs. Syracuse has 6. they're just dinking and dunking Syracuse to death. They're taking what the defense gives them, and Brom is fine with that. Spreading the football out to numerous targets on the outside, and thus far, it's worked out for him.
Let's see offensively.
Shrader back in, that's big news.
Can get things going. They give it to Tucker. He flips it back to Shrader. He's got a man open down the middle. Alford, intercepted though. Reese Taylor. Flag is down. Here comes Taylor. Purdue has already got 2 pick sixes on the season.
This is a fantastic interception, but it's going to come back because the football was underthrown, and there was contact there by 17, Chris Jefferson. So this is going to be a pass interference call. It's going to come back.
Pass interference. Defense number 17. 15-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Fantastic high point by Taylor. If Jefferson were not in a defeated position, because this ball's underthrown, right? He's chasing the receiver down the field, trying to find Damian Alford. There's the interference.
What a catch by Reese Taylor.
That
a great
was,
pick.
I mean, 2 got some ups, right? Jumped out of the gym.
So here's Shrader. Swings it out to Tucker. Tucker down the sideline. And forced out of bounds by Corey Trice. But they're in Boilermaker territory. It's an 11-yard pickup. They'll move the sticks.
And that's exactly what Syracuse offense needs. They've got to find a way to get the football in the hands of Tucker. So far, the running game has not really had anything going. Only 4 carries for Tucker. Do more of that. Get him on the perimeter.
Here's Tucker now with the carry. Leans forward. That was the first down of the quarter for Syracuse. 3-yard pickup there for Tucker.
What's amazing about this is for a game that's been kind of lopsided, you know, Purdue 198 yards, Syracuse only 91 yards of offense. They're only down 6 points.
Yeah.
And that big block PAT allows Syracuse, they get a touchdown, they take the lead.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Sean Tucker, 5 carries, 22 yards. Shrader to pass. Looking. He's going to keep it. First down. Bryce Hampton forced him out.
So,
8-yard pickup by Shrader.
So dangerous is Shrader, especially when you get a defense in man coverage with their backs turned to you when he gets outside the pocket.
Tucker again. Couldn't get to the edge. Maybe a yard. Jacob Wahlberg for Purdue comes up and makes a stop.
Give Purdue's defensive front a lot of credit. They have bottled up Tucker to this point. Hasn't been able to break through that front 7.
Tucker came into the day needing 53 yards to pass up the late great Ernie Davis on the all-time rushing list. Shrader keeps it. Shrader, first down for Syracuse. He's brought down at the 28-yard line. Jefferson to stop, 10-yard pickup. Shrader now with 61 yards rushing.
That's what Ron English, the defensive coordinator of Purdue, was talking with us this week about, is can they find a way to contain Shrader? It's so dangerous when you've got a quarterback you're going up against that can run like Shrader can. He's got that athletic ability, and he will take off and go. And, of course, design quarterback runs are a big part of this offense.
Gadsden in motion. They're going to give it to Tucker. .430 until the half.
I say just keep feeding Tucker. At some point, as much as we've seen him over the last couple of seasons, he's going to break one. Just keep feeding the guy. 6 carries now on the game.
2nd and 6. And that's what they're going to do. Again, Tucker. Jack Sullivan makes the stop for Purdue. Give him a yard. So 3rd and 5 coming for Syracuse. From the Boilermaker 23.
And they're going to bring Max Mang in the game as an extra tight end. And remember, Chris Elmore, who was injured earlier this season, the Rhino, was a big part of this offense, especially in the run game. Let's see if they go back to Tucker here on 3rd down.
Syracuse have yet to convert a 3rd down. 0 of 2.
Purdue showing blitz. Shrader's going to call out of it. I think he's going to audible out.
And get a timeout. Syracuse is going to talk about it.
Prior to the expiration of the clock, timeout. Syracuse, the first of the half, will be a full media timeout.
So 3:18 until the half. Syracuse looking to score.
Coach Mullen thinks they may even be better this year than they were a season ago. Plus a change on the sidelines in Lincoln. We'll see how Nebraska's faring against their rival Oklahoma and who's most likely to bounce back from tough losses in week 2. Brian, we'll talk about that at the half.
3rd and 5. That pass is incomplete by Shrader. Adrian Jenkins applying that pressure.
He was trying to find Cooper on a slant route. Really good coverage by Purdue, and then Jenkins comes in and just gets enough of Shrader to force the errant throw. So we'll see Schmidt.
This will be from 40. Timeout's called by Purdue.
Timeout, Purdue. So the first of the half will be 30 seconds in length.
Hey, tonight on ESPN, our SEC college football lineup. It features Brian Kelly and LSU. They're hosting Mississippi State. That's at 6 Eastern, followed by 9 Eastern. 13th ranked Miami taking on 24th ranked Texas A&M. Both games available on the ESPN app. Schmidt has already made one from 50. A couple of years ago, he was the Luke Rosa Award winner. And they think he's back to his freshman form. That one, the snap was a little high and no good. Keep in mind they got a new holder for him, is what Coach Babers starts telling.
A little bit high, exactly, and just enough. You'll see Schmidt has to hesitate for just a half a second, and that's enough to pull it to the left. It felt like Schmidt had got back to his form as a freshman, where he was the Groza winner, right? I mean,
absolutely.
He was the best kicker in the country.
Yes.
Started training a little bit different, but got back to his old ways, and not too happy with that one, I'm sure, Coach Babers.
So we got a missed field goal, a blocked extra point so far here in this first half. And O'Connell, receiver screen to Charlie Jones. Michael Jones and the rest of the mob bring him down.
Well, that's the thing that they need defensively against a team like Purdue, because they're going to try to get the football in space and make you miss. So you got to have pursuit. And when we talked with defensive coordinator Tony White of Syracuse, he said the thing that changed this year with the mob mentality is their aggression and their ability to get to the football with pursuit and a bad attitude.
Syracuse with the blitz, and O'Connell throws that away. They had the screen set up for McElby.
And Jones had the pressure right up the middle, Brian. And O'Connell's just trying to dump it off on the screen, but there's nowhere to go. So 3rd and 4 coming up here in the Loud House. So it'll be a big response from the Syracuse defense after the missed kick.
See what O'Connell's done on 3rd down.
He's done it all. Mr. Conversion.
Garrett Williams, Charlie Jones at the bottom of your screen. O'Connell looks left, throws to the tight end, and complete. Justin Barron with Payne Durham knocks it away, and the Boilermakers will punt it away.
The Rover, the quarterback of the defense, comes up with maybe one of the biggest plays defensively of the game. Matched up with Durham, comes across, gets that hand in there, hook and swat. First 3 and out of the game.
Jack Ansel will punt things away for Purdue. Courtney Jackson is standing at his own 25. Jackson, the catch at his own 30 and dropped immediately.
Tracy in coverage. How about that? The running back receiver doing it all in special teams.
Hey, Extra Yard for Teacher Week is an annual back-to-school effort led by the College Football Playoff Foundation. It brings college sports together to recognize, show appreciation to great teachers all across our country. Now, to support Extra Yard for Teachers recognition and resource initiatives, follow CFP Extra Yard or just scan that QR code for more.
Brian, they got Cooper in the backfield here, the wide receiver. Guessing they're going to motion him or try to get the football in his hands.
Shrader looking downfield. Now he's going to keep it. Eludes one, spins, and brought down. Nusi Kane with the stop.
Okechukwu was the one who was grabbing the jersey of Shrader. Somehow he just keeps churning those legs for the extra yards.
That's complete. Gadsden. That's a first down. They'll move the sticks. Near Syracuse, you want to try to put a score up.
Yeah, tempo.
Because Purdue's going to get the football to begin the second half.
They've changed sort of their offense from the old orange is the new fast, right?
Yeah.
With new offensive coordinator, an eye.
Shrader again, he'll go down. Kadron Jenkins. Cole Brevard there as well.
Still plenty of time, 2 timeouts.
Shrader again in the pocket. He's going to keep it. Cross midfield. And brought down at the 40, but there's a flag, and we may get a hold.
During the run, holding, offense number 63. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, 2nd down.
That's on Chris Blige. She's the transfer from Florida.
And Brian, we haven't seen Tucker at all in this drive. Sean Tucker, the star running back, on the sidelines right now.
That negates a 19-yard pickup.
And see Tucker sitting on the sidelines here. I'm surprised he's not in the ball game right now.
Listen, he's your best player. I want him on the field.
No question. You need points.
Absolutely. 2nd and 20. Shrader escapes.
I'd call a timeout if I'm Purdue.
Yeah, Jack Sullivan makes the stop.
You got 3rd and forever here.
They're looking at about 16 for Syracuse.
I'm surprised Purdue did not use a timeout to try and get the football back one more time.
Shrader under pressure and sack. Loses the football. Nick Caraway is going to come up with it.
On the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. 1st down, Purdue.
And the first turnover goes to the Boilermakers.
And we knew coming into this game, Nick Caraway is going to play a role. Question is, was the arm moving forward? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, partner. I think that's a
The
fumble.
ruling on
That's
the
a fumble.
field of a fumble recovered by the defense is under further review.
Tried to grab it as he's started to come forward, but then he pulled it back.
Like Scotty Humppick and Branson Dean.
That's a fumble, Brian.
Yeah.
That's a fumble.
Sandwiched him.
Boy, this defensive front seven of Purdue has really showed up to play today. And we asked Ron English, their defensive coordinator, how you replace a guy like Karlaftis. And he said, you don't. We got to do it by committee. And boy, they've done a terrific job collapsing the pocket on Shrader tonight, making it uncomfortable for him. And now an opportunity, if this fumble stands, Purdue has 2 timeouts, 18 seconds, plenty of time here to put some more points on the board before halftime.
And we talked about this at the top. Neither one of these offenses have turned over the football yet this season.
Yeah.
So this will be the first turnover. And what an opportunity it'd be for the Boilermakers. You still got 18 seconds and what, 2-3 timeouts?
2 timeouts. I go back though, like
Well, you said they should have called the timeout a long
they'd
time
had
ago.
47 seconds here.
Yeah.
Or 40 seconds roughly after the play. And still have a timeout. So I'm always of the mindset in those situations, when it's 3rd and long, you got them kind of pinned back. Your defense is playing well. Hit that timeout. Put a little bit more pressure on them. Worst case, you force them to punt, and they set up a good return and can get a field goal before halftime. Now with only 18 seconds, just a few plays.
Larry Smith and his crew taking a long look to see if Shrader's arm was going for, or was he hit from the backside. To give you that motion as if it was going forward.
To me, it was a fumble. It's taking a long time.
Well, here we go.
After a review, we have an incomplete forward
Wow.
pass.
Wow.
It will be 4th and 16 from the 37-yard line. Game clock. Please set the clock to 22 seconds. 22 seconds.
So again, they took that long look. They wanted to see if that arm was going forward, or was it hit as he was holding up the football to make it go forward, but they obviously made the ruling that he was throwing it. And look, Coach Brum does not like that at all.
And Brian, now that's 2 plays here.
The pick?
The interference on the pick,
Yep.
right? And then now that call overturned. So the officials have really, again, I don't know about that call, but 2 big game-changing plays here determined by the officiating crew.
So now the Cuse will punt this one away. Reese Taylor standing at his own 25. He makes the catch, spins, and dropped at the 40. Well, this season, Allstate will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund. And we thank you, Allstate.
Illegal formation by the kicking team, more than 5 in the backfield. That 5-yard penalty will be tacked on to the end of the run. First down.
Boy, I tell you, Syracuse, I mean, from the penalties.
And the yards given up.
Oh, man.
To only be down 6 points is a miracle.
I was going to say that. When you think about the penalties and dodging some of these bullets from the fumble, the pick, and
they could be down 3 scores at this point. They probably should be, the way that they played. So if you're Dino Babers, if you can somehow get to have 9-3, well, that's a win.
Absolutely. So Purdue now with 2 timeouts, 13 seconds. They'll start at their own 45. Here's O'Connell. Looking and throws it away.
That play took about 8 seconds. So now one play, probably a shot to the end zone, Hail Mary time.
Keep in mind, Boilermakers will get it to begin the second half as well.
They got to get at least inside the 40-yard line to have a chance at a field goal. With 5 seconds, I don't think there's enough time to get there.
And timeout by the Boilermakers.
Timeout, Purdue. So second and a half, 30 seconds length.
Let's go down to the field in Lauren Sisler.
Hey, because we're talking about the teachers, we want to honor them today and recognize Mrs. Reynolds, Dino Baber's 8th grade English teacher. Dino told us that he was not good at English, one of his worst subjects. He loved math, loved science. English, though, not good for him, but she pushed him. She'd keep him after school. He didn't understand it then, but he recognizes how important she was, and the tough love paid off for him in a big way throughout college and now in his coaching career. So shout out to Mrs. Reynolds.
Absolutely. And all the great teachers for everything you do. Five seconds left until the half. O'Connell to the outside in Sheffield. And it's the last play here of the first half. Nine to 3 is our score here at the half. Purdue on top of Syracuse. Let's send you out to the studio now and Kevin Connors.
Having the football and executing better in the red zone. From a defensive standpoint, he says we've got to do better at containing the run. Garrett Shrader's getting too many run yards, scrambling too much. That's going to be huge for them. Execution of the defense. He says we got to put pressure on them and just execute better on both sides of the football to get out of here with the win today.
Well, you look at it, they've been in that red zone, but you know, they got turned over in downs and didn't score. Maccabee gets the carry here. And he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage by that defense. They call themselves the Mob. And Kayvon Darton led the charge.
The Mob pursuing the football here, coming out in the second half. You'll see 45. Kayvon Darton, he leads the charge. And then it's just the Mob, basically. 6 dudes in orange making the tackle for loss.
They even have their own podcast now. The Mob Podcast.
Love it.
Okechukwu is the host. Here's O'Connell looking downfield, plenty of time, throws it over the middle to Maccabee. That's about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. Darton again with the stop. It's another third down.
That connection between Charlie Jones and Aiden O'Connell was very big in the first half. They got a short split here near the hash. Let's see if Jones comes across the formation on a crossing pattern.
O'Connell has thrown it to 8 different receivers here tonight. That one's incomplete. He was looking at Mershon Rice.
Cuse brought a little pressure. O'Connell felt it, throws the football a little high for his target, and a big, big stop for the Cuse defense. You can see they're going to bring 6. Forces the errant throw over the head of Rice.
Good job for Syracuse defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
They forced O'Connell now just 2 of his last 6 attempts. Ansel will punt things away. Courtney Jackson standing back at his own 25. Jackson to the 30. Dances to the 40-yard line. So here comes that Syracuse offense, Shrader and company and Tucker. And, you know, we came into the game telling you that Sean Tucker needed 53 yards past the late, great Ernie Davis on the all-time rushing list.
I want to see more Tucker in the second half, Brian.
He's now 25 yards away. Yeah, you're right.
Got to have more than 28 yards and a half. Needs more carries.
Shrader holding it, and going down. Kadron Jenkins. And if there's just one criticism I've seen, seems like he's holding the football a little bit too much here.
But also to give credit to Purdue, because they've been smothering in the back end, and Shrader's looking down the field. I mean, you're talking about rhythm, timing throws. There's nowhere to go with the football. They're playing man coverage on the outside, Purdue is, and their corners, Trice, Taylor, and Brown, they're playing good football right now.
They'll pitch it out to Tucker. He lost it, dropped it. Flag is thrown.
Boy, just took his eyes off the ball, Brian. That would have been a big gain.
Kieran Douglas of Purdue was back there with him.
Sideline warning, Syracuse. It's the first of the game.
Didn't they already have one?
I thought they had
earlier. On the block PAT?
On the block PAT.
That'd be the second.
Yeah,
that should be a flag.
Mm-hmm.
Please reset the game clock to 12:43.
But look, Tucker's got to keep his eyes on the ball. He starts looking upfield. He's got tons of green grass in front of him. That's just very uncharacteristic of the terrific young running back.
Big loss of 9. Over the middle, deflected. O.C. Brothers got his paw on it.
So both defenses coming up big here to start the second half. See O.C. Brothers 20 right here in the middle of your screen. Gets his drop, sees the football come out, jumps, times it perfectly, nearly intercepted. The Orange catch a break.
Reese Taylor, Purdue, standing at his own 30. As for the fair catch, at his own 35. Second offensive possession for the Boilermakers. When we come back, they're up 6. Downing in the backfield. Downing gets the call. Moves the Powell forward for a gain of 3.
Hey, Brian, just to clarify, that sideline warning we just heard on Syracuse, that was their first. The last one was on Purdue on that block PAT. So that stands to be accurate.
Clarification noted. Meanwhile, for Purdue, you look at their last 3 possessions. They went 3 and out. Then they went a couple of plays, and then we went to the half. And then 3 and out again to begin here the second half. So let's see what they do. That was a total of 15 yards in those 3 possessions. This time, lowering the shoulder. Downing. And he's close, maybe a yard shy.
Barron took the
first down.
Brunt of that one. Justin Barron, the safety. And he's a big boy now, 6'4", 220.
So here's 3rd down. About 1.5.
Jeff Brom always says he's reluctant to run the ball. But in situations like this, I think you have to. Dylan Downing in at running back. And they got the big fella in the backfield.
They are 2 of 2 when it's 3rd and 1. It's Downing. And I think he's short.
Very close. Brian, they put 63 Marcus Bowe in the backfield as a lead blocker.
And they mark it short. It will be 4th down.
You definitely go for this if you're Purdue. There's Marcus Bowe right there in the backfield. 305-pounder lead blocker. But a great job coming across by Lockett. Lockett stops him short. Here we go.
4th and 1. From their own 44. Downing that's a first down.
Really good push from that offensive line at Purdue to pick up that first down. You know, this Purdue offense is, you kind of feel like it's a little bit air raid, but you know, they do have to run the football at times. You got to keep the defense honest. Nice couple runs there by Downing.
Kobe Lewis is checked into the backfield now. O'Connell under pressure, rolling, and throws it away. Michael Jones applying the pressure, and he's going to talk to him a little bit.
The official comes over and says, all right, let's go, come on. Michael's a talker now on the field. Maybe one of the best linebackers in the ACC.
He is the quarterback of this defense. Second of the team in tackles. They call him, he's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They say he's the nicest kid. He's just soft talker, but then he gets on the practice field.
On the field.
Yes.
You saw it right there after that play, talking a little smack.
2nd and 10. Lewis, the carry. Left side. Brought down in midfield.
And for as much as they have thrown the football in the first half, maybe getting a little conservative here in the second half of the game. Tight ball game, one-score game. But I think here, Brian, 3rd and long, you got to be looking to number 15. Charlie Jones.
Let's see your defensive coordinator, Tony White, what his defense can do.
They got a stack at the bottom of your screen, and that's Jones right there.
O'Connell looking left. Incomplete. He was looking at Mershawn Rice.
And Brian, he had Jones wide open on the crossing pattern. I think he tried to take a little bit too much, going for the, not necessarily the home run, but take what the defense gives you. Jones was coming across. He would have caught it in stride and probably been able to pick up the first down. If you can lead Jones right here, look at this. And the official may have gotten his way, but he was definitely open.
Jack Ansel kicked things away. The Australian punter. Oh, that one hit off someone.
It hit off Oliver, the defensive back, the freshman.
Here's a flag.
He didn't see it.
Yeah.
Hits right off Oliver's shoulder pads.
That would have been disastrous for the Cuse.
How many breaks has Syracuse had in this game?
You're right.
Look at this. This ball just hits 21. 21's Oliver right here.
There.
And if someone from Purdue grabs this football,
oh,
I mean,
my
it's
goodness.
it could have been 1st and goal. I mean,
there's no foul for holding on a play. There's no foul for an illegal return. The player who gave the fair catch signal muffed the ball. When his teammate recovered the ball is dead at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
First down, Syracuse.
Wow.
Media, timeout.
College football presented by Sling TV is brought to you by the new 2 for $5 menu at Sonic, only at Sonic. And discover exceptionally common sense.
Well, Syracuse looking for their first regular season win over a Big Ten program since 2009. They have lost 7 straight to the Big Ten, and they have not been held without a touchdown at home since 2019. That's when it faced #1 Clemson. Over the last 15 seasons, Syracuse has scored at least a touchdown. Here's Shrader keeping it, and he's dragged down by Kane. Yeah, Syracuse, over the last 15 seasons, has put up at least 1 touchdown against all non-conference opponents at home.
Well, the offense today has been Shrader. Tucker's been pretty much silenced by this Purdue defense. But it only takes one. Just takes one play, Brian. He's got that speed.
Looks like they're audible.
They move Tucker.
And he's changing it again. 5 on the play clock. 2. He's gonna keep it. Trying to get to the outside, and he is drilled by Reese Taylor, who came up. Chris Jefferson grabbed him. Reese Taylor delivered the stick.
Well, that's what they love about Taylor. They play him to the field side. And I was talking with some of the staff of Purdue. They're like, this guy can tackle. You got to be able to tackle to play cornerback at Purdue. And he comes up with the stick on Shrader. Now, will they give the football to Tucker? They've been reluctant to. Production hasn't been there in this game.
You can see Q's 0 for 5 on 3rd. Tucker straight ahead. And that'll move the sticks.
Maybe it's just that. You know, it's not a big flashy play, but something positive for Tucker to get the first down, keep the drive moving. You got to wonder, is that fumble in the back of his mind somewhere? Because that's very uncharacteristic of the young sophomore running back.
They're going to swing it out to him. Down the sideline is Tucker. Now they got him going. Jamari Brown forced him out.
And that's what maybe they have to do, is get him on the perimeter, give him some passes, show off that speed. And even what I really like is what they did on the previous plays. We take a look at the swing pass, is you line him up in the gun next to Shrader, but then motion him out. And if Purdue's going to play man coverage, you may get a linebacker matched up on him, and you can take a shot down the field, which they did on the very opening play of the game.
There's Tucker again. Got 4 the hard way. Scotty Hump makes the stop. Let's go down to the field and Lauren.
Guys, you heard Coach Babers tell us that Sean Tucker needs to get more involved, and they know he can run the football, but as an every down kind of back, they got to get him running more routes. And he told me this week he's been working on it in practice, catching more footballs, running more routes, and he's getting more consistent and confident in that area.
That was to the outside to Damian Alford, who had it, dropped it.
They're lucky they're going to call that incomplete because Jefferson was off to the end zone. Football just a little bit behind, and great defense. Really great defense. I've been really impressed with Reese Taylor, the corner #1 for Purdue. He's playing a heck of a game. Physical corner.
3rd down and 6 coming for Syracuse. Shrader looking left, throws over the middle, complete. That's Isaiah Jones, redshirt sophomore out of Florida.
And just as I give praise to Reese Taylor, he plays a little soft coverage on the outside, and Jones runs a nice little easy, kind of deep slant route. And a good throw from Shrader.
In Boilermaker territory now. Shrader over the middle. Incomplete to Gadsden, and broken up by Cam Allen.
Fans here wanted a flag for pass interference. I think it's pretty close. I think it's a good no call.
Good play by Cam Allen, who had a 65-yard pick 6 last week for Purdue. Here's Shrader again. Looking. He's looking for Tucker. Wheel route. And out of bounds. How about that defense there? Adrian Jenkins with him.
Jenkins, who plays that Leo position, is a pass rusher. And he's matched up with Sean Tucker. I love the mismatch. But you got to at least, if you're Shrader, give your receiver who ends up being a running back, a chance. Keep it in bounds. You make it a pass interference call. Because Jenkins was in a defeated position.
10th play of this drive coming. That's the OC. Robert and 9. See what he's got up his sleeve. Pressure coming. Shrader avoids it. Slips. He'll keep it and run out of bounds and hit late. Oh, flags come flying. Jackson the lick out of bounds.
Yeah, Jamari Brown was coming over there, and Sullivan's the one that comes in late.
After the play, personal foul. Defense number 99 with a late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down. Officials timeout for defensive injury.
That's a big penalty on Purdue. And for an offense that's been stagnant, you'll see 99 right here come in. Clearly a late hit.
Yeah, he hurt his own player, Jamari Brown. Look, he took out 2 guys. So now 1st and 10 for Syracuse. From the Purdue 32, Shrader looking over the middle. Gadsden brought down at the 12. Twenty-yard pickup.
At that size, Gadsden is a big target for Shrader. And you're going to give him that much cushion. Shrader's starting to build a little bit of confidence here. Struggled in the first half. This drive completes a couple nice passes for first downs.
Yeah, they're in the red zone now here. First down. Tucker moves out. They look to him and complete. OC Brothers was right there.
Second down and 10 coming up from the Purdue 13-yard line.
2nd and 10 coming now for Syracuse. 13th play of this drive. Shrader keeping it, throwing it. Gadsden pushed out of bounds.
What an amazing play design. It's almost impossible to cover this. You fake the handoff to Tucker, and then you think Schrader's just going to take off and run, and all of a sudden he gets Gadsden in the flat, and now it's going to be 3rd and 2, but clearly, you're going to go for this on 4th down. Couple of plays to pick up a couple of yards. So
Again,
big 3rd down coming up here.
Yeah, first time. As we pointed out, they've been in the red zone this game. They've converted on all their red zone scores this season. Here's Shrader. Looking, sacked. He throws it. Oh my goodness, he threw it. The interception, but a flag down.
Tucker was tackled.
Yeah.
Tucker was tackled trying to get into his route. It's going to go against the Boilermakers.
The way Syracuse has avoided disaster in this game.
I asked you, how many lives did they have? 9 lives?
More
10
than
lives?
9.
Holding defense number 10. It's going to be a half the distance penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Cam Allen was coming to defend Tucker and just dragged him to the ground. You see 10 come in here. There's Tucker.
Oh my.
And that's a tackle.
Yes.
And a poor decision by Shrader. You cannot make this throw. At this point, just take the sack. If that's an interception, it's a touchback. Purdue's ball and devastation for Syracuse.
So 1st and goal. Tucker hit and dropped.
So Jack Sullivan gets in there, takes on a double team, and really plugs that hole. You know, when we talked with Ron English about this defensive front, really the defense as a whole, Brian, we said, who's your best player? He's like, no, we don't really have a best player. We've got a bunch of really good players. I'll tell you what, this front looks better than good.
Yeah.
They look great today.
15th play of this drive. Syracuse, the only FBS school to convert on all of its red zone opportunities. And Tucker stood up and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Kane makes the stop.
Ooh, it's getting dicey. Now another 3rd and goal. I think as much as they're keying on Tucker, you got to go a little play action here, especially if you're thinking about going for it on 4th down.
Let's see what the Qs have up their sleeve. Bunch set at the top of your screen.
Gonna go gun.
He's looking left, he throws, touchdown, Isaiah Jones. First touchdown for Isaiah Jones. Syracuse on the board.
The best pass of the day by Garrett Shrader when they needed it the most. You got one-on-one coverage on the outside, Jamari Brown versus Isaiah Jones. It's a wing route. You throw it to the back shoulder and you say, Jones, you got to make the play. And Shrader gives him an opportunity and he capitalizes.
Schmidt with the extra point. And through all the adversity, it's Syracuse with a 1-point lead.
Somehow, some way, Syracuse has a lead. After all the mistakes,
Let's take a look at that Taco Bell lot, Live My Student section. Otto's Army is what they call themselves. It's the student section, of course, across the country. They're competing all season long to be the Live My Student section of the year. 16 plays, 87 yards, 6 minutes, 39 seconds. That's what Syracuse did on that scoring drive. Let's get a studio update. Here's Kevin Connors.
All right, because your Twisted Tea, drop in, take a look at what's going on in Bloomington right now. Austin Reed has 2 touchdowns through the air. This one on the ground. Western Kentucky up on the Hoosiers, 24-13.
People in Purdue are like, very interesting. They find themselves down a point here to Syracuse. Aiden O'Connell, 2 of his last 8 through the air. Tyrone Tracy in the backfield. And they'll swing it out to him. Tracy. Maybe a yard. Jahad Carter swings him around and throws him down.
that's not an easy tackle to make in space against Tyrone Tracy. Give Carter a lot of credit. They're trying to do all they can to get the football in the hands of Tracy and in space on the perimeter. Kind of been a tale of 2 halves here offensively, especially with Syracuse's last drive. Finally starting to catch up with that time of possession.
O'Connell, look for Charlie Jones. He's going to keep it. Hey, who says that Aiden O'Connell doesn't have legs? Now listen, coach has said, I just need 2 or 3 scrambles a game.
1 or 2, like
that's
just
it.
give me 1 or 2.
Yes.
Now maybe he needs another one here on 3rd and short.
Picked up 7 here. Now look, I'm not saying the man's got 4-5 speed. Look, I'm not saying he's got 4-7 speed.
He knows he's not that athletic, but he still, in certain situations, has to take off and go. He did it on 2nd down.
Absolutely.
And it's getting loud in here. Purdue's going to take time out.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it.
Timeout. Purdue, the first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Well, tonight on ESPN, our SEC college football lineup features Brian Kelly. You got LSU taking on Mississippi State. Comes your way at 6 Eastern. At 9 Eastern, got 13th ranked Miami taking on Texas A&M. Both games, they're available also on that ESPN app.
Brian, Charlie Jones, the star receiver for Purdue, the go-to receiver for Aiden O'Connell. He hasn't had a catch since 3:09 to go in the second quarter. 3rd and short. Maybe look for 15.
He's been targeted 9 times. He's made 6 catches. 56 yards. He's at the bottom of your screen. O'Connell looking for the tight end, though. Throws incomplete. TJ Sheffield. Big first down for Purdue. They'll move the sticks.
And a gutsy call, too, and a gutsy throw, really, from Aiden O'Connell. You only need 2 yards. And he could have taken something underneath, intermediate, decides to go for the deep one. And a nice completion to Sheffield on the outside with pressure in his face, by the way.
So 1st and 10 now for the Boilermakers. Just 30 seconds left in the quarter. Syracuse looks like they're bringing pressure. O'Connell steps up, throws it, looking for Jones in double coverage. And we've got a flag down. Do we have a rough in the passer?
Personal foul. Defense number 54, roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That may come back to bite you.
That's a devastating penalty.
Jatias Greer. Let's see.
He comes off the edge. What you think, B?
I mean, come on now. This is big boy football, isn't it? It's big boy football now.
I'm with you. Got to protect the quarterbacks, they say, but that's a touchy call, right?
Yeah. Dylan Downey in the backfield. He gets it. And Downing brought down at the 35 of Syracuse. And that will be the final play of this quarter. We are coming to the 4th quarter. Syracuse looking to remain unbeaten. And they've got a 1-point lead. 4th quarter when we come back.
Fighting to stay awake. It's an early kickoff, too.
No. 2nd down, 7. Maccabee. And O'Connell looking to change the play. 5 on the play clock. Maccabee picked up and driven back. And that means it's 3rd down coming. Purdue is 5 of 11 on 3rd down.
And again, Brian, Charlie Jones still has not had a catch since the second quarter. Give Garrett Williams a lot of credit. They got a man-to-man again on him, top of your screen. And then Payne Durham as well.
O'Connell, flag, sack! Steve Litton came off the edge and gets the sack for Syracuse.
Offside. Defense number 17, line up in the neutral zone at the snap. A 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Well, that's why he got the sack.
Got a head start. So that's a break for Purdue. Be 3rd and short. Looks like he's lined up offsides. Yeah, he's offsides. So Purdue catches a break.
So instead of 3rd and 6, they're looking at 3rd and 1 now.
As big as well, they're in the gun. I was going to say possibly quarterback sneak in this situation. But they got Downing in the game. Here comes Charlie.
They give it to Downing. He cuts back. He's got a 1st down. You see how big that play call
Huge.
turns out.
Huge penalty. Brian, there's been several game-changing types of penalties in this game. Certainly several in the first half, and now that one's to keep an eye on as well, because that was a huge sack for the Cuse defense that turns into a drive-sustaining penalty.
Here's O'Connell looking to the outside, to the end zone. Incomplete. Deion Burks and Jihad Carter, and Carter won the battle.
And you may say to yourself, is that pass interference because he didn't get his head around? You have to watch for contact, right? If you're not in position, do you make the contact with the receiver prior to the ball arriving? And I kind of think he does. I think they got away with one.
Second down. O'Connell. That one's a Tracy, or Burks, excuse me. Makes the catch. He's down at the 24. Third down coming.
I'd bring pressure, Brian, I would. You brought it the last time. You got to O'Connell, but you were offsides.
O'Connell looking, throwing to Jones, and caught. Charlie Jones.
And it took them moving the pocket, getting O'Connell on the move to find a way to get Jones open on that outcut. They buy him some time, good throw, on the money. First catch for Jones since the second quarter. Gets away with maybe a little push off there, but I think it's a good no call. O'Connell and Jones played baseball together when they were pups.
1st and 10 from the 11. Downing. Wrapped up by Michael Jones.
Michael Jones has just been everywhere for the Syracuse defense. Just swallows Downing up as he tries to bounce it outside. No question that young man's going to have a future on Sundays.
10th play of this drive coming for Purdue. Second down. O'Connell looking to the back of the end zone, touchdown. He goes to the tight end, Payne Durham.
And it's right over Michael Jones's head. He's dropping into his zone coverage, and a dart by O'Connell to Durham to silence this crowd.
First touchdown of the season for Durham.
It's right down the seam, and you'll see Michael 3 back into his zone. He's right there. If he can somehow get his hands up and kind of mistimes his jump too.
Keep in mind, they've had an extra point blocked,
good point.
So they're going to go for 2 here.
Good point, partner.
So the Boilermakers going for 2. O'Connell looking, throws back in the end zone. Charlie Jones too high. He had him.
He hit the goalpost, I think. Just a little bit too high. You're right. Jones gets behind the defense, which you can't have happen if you're Syracuse, but a good opportunity for Purdue. O'Connell's he's got Jones to hit the goalpost. It's close.
1 minute 46 seconds is what Purdue did. As they take the lead here, and you can see what Purdue has done here in the second half. A couple of punts, and then they go 75 yards thanks to Payne Durham and Aiden O'Connell. First touchdown catch of the season for Durham, the senior. He was all Big Ten last season. Came in as a lacrosse player. Let's get a studio update and my main man, Kevin Connors.
All right, because Tanner Morgan and that Minnesota offense averaging 50 points per game through 2 games. Gophers trying to get to 3-0 on the season. They'll get Purdue in a couple of weeks. They get Colorado coming up here on ESPN2, bottom of the hour.
Absolutely, they follow us. We got a good one right here. Syracuse and Purdue. Brian Custer, Dustin Fox, Lauren Sisler here with you. Here's Shrader giving it off to Tucker. He's going to keep it. Is Shrader. Corey Trice grabs those legs, makes the tackle.
Everybody on the interior of that defensive front thought that the football was handed off to Tucker. That's what the RPO does. It's all about that eye discipline, right? At that mesh point, Shrader pulls it out, picks up the 9 yards.
Shrader with 87 yards rushing.
He's been all their rushing attack.
He has. Back to pass now, steps up, plenty of time, throws, and that's complete. To the outside, Courtney Jackson makes the catch. It's a first down. They'll move the sticks to the 11-yard pickup.
Really nice job by Shrader staying in the pocket, goes through his progressions, coming back across. Finds Courtney Jackson for the first down. You see him matched up with Trice. It's the best corner at Purdue. Great job at the top of his route to stem it back and come back to the football.
Shrader 10 of 20, 98 yards, just shy of 100 through the air. They'll pitch it out. Tucker. And they string it out. That Purdue defense, Reese Taylor forces him out.
Got no blocks on the outside. You try to do that long toss sweep, you got to block some guys in the secondary. There was 3 guys in Tucker's face before he could barely get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's been a long afternoon. Rashawn Tucker, 13 carries, just 25 yards. He's got the football right now, cuts it back across midfield. And he turns nothing into something in a first down. Corey Trice again.
Well, maybe that's something that gets him going. Nothing going to the left. It shows great vision and patience. Bam, sticks that foot in the ground, cuts back. And if Trice isn't there, he's probably off to the races.
$34 yards rushing now for Tucker. He is 19 yards away from passing up the great Ernie Davis on the Syracuse all-time rushing list.
Purdue's going to sub 5 guys in this play, and you hear the Syracuse fans arguing why they holding this up. Well, if you sub, you got to allow time for them to get their guys in.
Here we go, here we go.
And smartly, I think they get Tucker back in the game. It's 3rd and inches.
Now they start that play clock. 3rd and 1.
Heavy package.
Tucker. Grab.
He's short.
It's going to be close.
I'm staring right down the line from my vantage point, Brian, and he is just short.
Half
of the
a yard?
line. Yeah, about half a yard.
Branson Dean is the first to meet him.
You know, I love quarterback sneaks in this situation, especially with a quarterback like Shrader. Big kid, physical.
Another big play, 4th and 1. Shrader. They're going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. Gadsden. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. Half a yard.
Got to go for 2 now. Got to refocus. After all that momentum, you're excited if you're Syracuse. Got to get your best play call in here to go for 2. What a gutsy call, by the way, on 4th and about a half a yard by Syracuse.
They pick up 46 and a touchdown. Now they go for 2. to make the lead 3. Tucker in motion. He's going to keep it. It's Shrader. He's got it. Third down and half a yard. They get 46 in the touchdown.
They're trying to get Tucker in the flat. And Gadsden just sneaks out the backside. Gets a great block down the field from Alford. And then Gadsden does the rest. Takes it to the house. Shrader gives him the 2, 18-15.
Cuse. College football is presented by Sling, the TV you love for a price you'll love. And in part by Burger King. A burger, fries, and chicken fries. Only $6 at BK.
You know, in the first half, it was like a baseball game. All of a sudden, we got a football game that's busted out here in the second half. Last 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. 2 of them by Syracuse, 1 by Purdue. Well, college football coverage, it continues on the ACC network at 5 Eastern. 19th ranked Wake Forest hosting Liberty. 6 Eastern, ACC Network Extra. Carolina A&T takes on Duke, and at 8 Eastern on the ACC Network, Louisiana Tech faces 5th ranked Clemson in Death Valley. And of course, you can catch everything on the app. Here comes Aiden O'Connell. 27-37 for 224. He's got a touchdown pass. He goes to work. Maccabee in the backfield. Play fake. O'Connell looking downfield and throws the pick 6. Caleb Okechukwu.
They were trying to get Charlie Jones on the outside on a double move. He was bracketed by Justin Barron and Garrett Williams, and then the pressure just got home. Very unlike O'Connell to hold on to the football for that long, but he was staring down his one guy, and Caleb comes up with the play.
First turnover of the game is a doozy.
We talked about it, partner. The first turnover could be the deciding factor in this ball game.
Going into this game, both of these offenses had not turned the football over. O'Connell and Purdue does it, and the result is a pick 6. And for Okechukwu, his first career interception, and he gets himself a touchdown. So the mob leader, the leader of the mob.
We talked to him before the game. He says, I'm the president.
He did say that.
5-yard penalty.
And the first pick of the season for O'Connell.
Yeah, up top, they're just trying to get the football to Charlie Jones, and the pressure is too much.
Jatius Greer applied that pressure. Okechukwu has got a lot to talk about on his podcast this coming week. Extra point is good. And just like that, it's the Cuse up 10.
O'Connell trying to make something happen down the field, holds on the football just a little bit too long, and Okechukwu.
Caleb Okechukwu, the redshirt junior, coming up with that pick 6, and all of a sudden Syracuse, last 3 times that they've had the football, touchdown, touchdown, and now pick 6. Down to the field, and Lauren Sisler.
Guys, Caleb Okechukwu has an incredible story. He went from preparing for his sophomore season to being hospitalized for nearly 3 weeks with rhabdo, where damaged muscles release proteins into the bloodstream. He had to learn how to walk again, and here he is back on the field. First career interception, goes for the pick six, taking full advantage of his role as a leader on this defense, and it's really just amazing to see. I love his energy. I love his personality. He's a special young man.
Yeah, he is. First and 10 for Purdue. O'Connell over the middle, and that's complete. The Paul Puferi, the tight end, makes the catch.
And the one thing you know about Purdue and Aiden O'Connell, they're never out of a game. They've got weapons. O'Connell's got the arm, and they've got the ability to go up tempo, which they have to do, and they're going to do with 8 minutes to go in this ball game.
Here's O'Connell again to the outside, and again to the tight end. This one, the Payne Durham. Durham makes the catch, but short of a first down. Third down coming.
This would be such a huge stop for the Orange. With 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the ball game.
That pick six, the defense came up with their first defensive touchdown in 2 years. O'Connell over the middle, again to the tight end, and Durham brought down at the 45. Marlo Wax makes the stop, but it's a 14-yard pickup.
Payne Durham has been so impressive in this game. Concerted effort to get him the football. Really good down the seam, great over the middle. Where's that 87? It reminds me a lot of Rob Gronkowski.
O'Connell again. He's going down field. He's got Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones has got a touchdown. Man, it's hard keeping up with the Joneses. Charlie Jones makes them pay. Just like that, 55 yards for Charlie Jones, his 5th touchdown of the season, and the Boilermakers strike.
Williams all day has been in stride with Jones, just trips up. At the last second when the football arrives, Jones shows off the speed, and just like that, in a flash, the Boilermakers are back in it. Don't leave your TV.
Wow, 3-point lead now for Syracuse, thanks to Charlie Jones. 8 catches, 124 yards, this one for 5th.
Explosive plays, and boy, do we have ourselves a ball game.
Uh-oh.
That's a mistake right there.
That's going to cost them. There's the flag on Chris Van Eckeren.
Kick out of bounds by the kicking team. By rule, the ball will be placed.
Let's get a quick studio update from Kevin Connors.
And guys, a reminder, we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here, either on ESPN2 or over on the ESPN app. Brendan Lewis, JT Shrout. Our Adam Rittenberg says it'll be Shrout, the Tennessee transfer, who will get the start at quarterback for a Colorado team coming off consecutive losses to TCU and Air Force. The Buffaloes and Golden Gophers in the on-deck circle, Brian.
All right, to the outside, complete. Courtney Jackson. And that's a first down for Syracuse. Chris Jefferson forces him out, 12-yard pickup.
And this is where the Syracuse offense cannot get too conservative. 6.5 to go, you're up 3 points. But you understand, if you give the football back to Purdue in any capacity, they could score at any moment.
Here's Tucker. Hit right at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Clock's moving. 6 minutes left in this game.
There's the new offensive coordinator, Robert Anai, comes over from Virginia. A lot of folks here in Cuse are looking at this offense saying, this looks a little bit different this year. Yes, it does.
Shrader flushed. He'll keep it and brought down Good play by Cam Allen. Really a pickup of one.
Right, both of these defenses have been flying around. Give both defenses a lot of credit today. It's just been the last few minutes, a couple of big plays, a turnover that kind of swung things, and then, of course, Garrett Williams gets beat on the outside by Charlie Jones, and we got a tight one with 5 minutes to go.
Syracuse 0-1 when it's 3rd and long. He's got Tucker and tipped. It was too short. Kadron Jenkins was beat.
Wow.
Maybe too much air or what?
I think a little bit too much air. Yeah, it's probably a good way to describe it. Jenkins, who's basically a defensive end, is in coverage down the field. Be a little underthrown too, because Tucker he's wide open. Look at this. He's wide open. If he leads him just a few more yards, yeah, it was definitely underthrown. That would have been a touchdown.
So they'll punt it away. Reese Taylor standing at his own 13. High kick. And Taylor does a great job fooling Syracuse. As we take a look here and story of this game, and we started off the last 3 touchdowns, start off with gas. And remember, that was 4th down. 4th down and short.
Goes 41 yards to the house. And they come right back. O'Connell makes
first pick 6 of his career.
First mistake of the game. Pick 6. And then you just saw the touchdown by Charlie Jones. It has it a 3-point game, and Purdue has the football back.
O'Connell quickly to the outside, and Tyrone Tracy, and I thought that had an opportunity to be picked.
That's what I said, ooh. I was like, my goodness. Deuce Chestnut, whose name we haven't called quite that much on the outside at the cornerback position, broke on that. I thought that ball had a chance to be picked.
O'Connell's now thrown for 305 yards.
They got to find a way to stop Payne Durham, too.
O'Connell, plenty of time. Avoids the rush, and he throws it away. Marlowe Wax applying that pressure.
O'Connell, good decision here. Somehow avoids the pressure from Gear. Yeah, you want to be a quarterback? Take some licks.
Purdue has had some great ones. Drew Brees, Gary Danielson, Lynn Dawson, Jim Everett, Bob Greasy, Kyle Orton, Aiden O'Connell. What can he do in this situation? He's going to go deep. He's got Charlie Jones. He's got it again. Man, this guy can play.
How do you let Charlie Jones get behind the defense again? Great protection up front. Getting the matchup with Williams on the outside. O'Connell, you give him time to step into a throw, he's going to deliver it. And I'll tell you one thing, Brian, I've been impressed with is Jones' speed. People say he's deceptively fast. I would say, no, he's just fast.
O'Connell to Mockabee. Avoids one tackle. Well, no, he's tripped up there by Wax.
Great second effort by Marlowe Wax. Comes up, he makes the hit. And Mockabee bounces off of him. And Wax doesn't give up on the play. Slight loss on the play.
Charlie Jones has got 175 yards receiving. O'Connell is now thrown for 356. Here's O'Connell. Too high and to the outside, incomplete.
Dangerous throw by O'Connell. One of the first times all day Syracuse has dropped into a cover 2 zone, and Deuce Chestnut just drops into that flat. He's got a little help over top from Jihad Carter. nearly picked off by Deuce Chestnut.
You can see what Charlie Jones has done receiving. Meanwhile, O'Connell now has 10 350-yard games, passing games. Only Drew Brees has more with 12. He's going to the outside for Jones. Incomplete.
That's just great coverage on the outside by Garrett Williams. Perfectly covered play by Williams. He gets his head around just in time. And this is the matchup we've talked about all day. 8 versus 15. Look at this. You can have a little contact there. He gets his head around. Great coverage.
This field goal attempt will be from 41 yards out. Finneran, the senior. Kick up. No good. One of the best kickers Purdue has ever had. Misses from 41 yards out.
Wow.
And look at the coach.
He's excited, but he knows it's not over yet. Still
right.
a little work to do.
2:53 left in this game. 3 timeouts for the Qs. And Shrader sacked. Branson Dean first to wrap him up.
Purdue's got to find a way to get a stop here. Now remember, they used one of their timeouts earlier.
Just 2 left.
So they just have 2 left.
Timeout is called.
Timeout. Purdue.
Gives us the opportunity to remind you the next UFC fight night. It's tonight from the Apex in Vegas. We've got a bantamweight main event. 14-4, Corey Sanhagen. He faces 24-year-old rising star Song Yadong. Prelims start 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Main card at 7 Eastern, all on ESPN+. To the studio and an update, Kevin Connors.
And Brian, we want to let you know you can see Mo Ibrahim and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. What a bounce-back year it's been for him after the Achilles injury a season ago. Over 400 yards rushing through 2 games. The Golden Gophers and Colorado Buffaloes will kick off over on ESPN2. You'll see that game in full after we finish inside the Dome.
Well, you know, Coach Brom said this is a game that will tell us where we are.
Yeah.
And even
I think for both programs.
Yeah, Coach
really.
Baber said, hey, it's a litmus test for us as well. What a football game this has turned out to be. 2nd and 15. Shrader looking to the outside. Incomplete.
Trice with the coverage on the outside. This is beautiful coverage. Trice, who's playing at a probably about 80%. Coming off that torn ACL a season ago. You see him. Physical corner.
Hey, the good thing about that incomplete, stops the clock. You don't have to use your timeout.
Yeah, they used their one after the sack, and now, of course, a huge 3rd down coming up here.
Syracuse trying to beat a Big Ten team for the first time since they knocked off Minnesota. That was back in 2013. Third and 15. Tucker up the middle.
Purdue will probably use their last timeout now. Give them 2.5 minutes, see if they can get the football back into field goal range, possibly get a touchdown and win this thing.
It's the 3rd and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds in length.
There's an 8-yard pickup by Tucker, who's now got 42 yards. Tonight on ESPN, our SEC college football lineup features LSU and Mississippi State. That's at 6 Eastern. And then at 9 Eastern, you can see 13th ranked Miami taking on 24th ranked Texas A&M. Of course, both games are available on the ESPN app. So Charlie Jones and Purdue will get this football back. Reese Taylor standing at his own 35. Flag. Fair catch called for and caught at the 39-yard line, 35-yard punt.
The legal formation by the kicking team, more than 4 in the backfield. That 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the kick. First down.
Give him 5 extra yards, so now the 43? Well, you said that connection goes way back all the way to their Pop Warner days of playing youth football and baseball together. And it was O'Connell who convinced Coach Brom, say, listen, we got to get Charlie Jones when he entered that portal. He said, that's my homie. You got to bring him here. And he left Iowa and came here to Purdue. 1st and 10. From their own 44. And a flag. False start.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's one of the things here at the Loud House they do is they track the false starts that they can create as a crowd. They get excited about it. And that's a big one there.
Charlie Jones is just a 5th Power 5 player to have 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in his team's first 3 games of the season. Here's O'Connell. He's looking. He's got TJ Sheffield. Sheffield breaks the tackle and he's across midfield.
Justin Barron has a chance to make this tackle for a minimal gain. Comes up from his rover spot, misses the tackle, and of course then picks up about 13 yards. So plenty of time here for Purdue.
1st and 10. O'Connell. And that's complete to Jones. It's a first down. They'll move the sticks. We got 2 minutes left in this game. No timeouts for Purdue. O'Connell again under pressure, throwing to the outside. Incomplete.
Great pressure by Michael Jones up the middle, Brian. And it was just enough to force the throw to be a little off on the outside, trying to find Sheffield. And there's Deuce Chestnut, the playmaker on the outside. Pressure right here in the middle. A free rusher. Doesn't get home, but I think just enough he felt it. Ball a little bit overthrown.
2nd and 10. From the Syracuse 44. O'Connell again throws incomplete. Deion Burks looking for a call.
Deuce Chestnut again on the coverage. I'll tell you, Brian, I've been so impressed with not just the corners of Syracuse, but also Purdue. You may have 4 corners in this game that play at the next level.
.146 left in this game. 3rd down. Let's see if Purdue will go to Charlie Jones. Purdue is 1 of 4 on 3rd and long. Jones at the top. He looks to the left. It's complete to Burks. He breaks the tackle. Burks brought down inside the 15. Jahan Carter saved the touchdown.
Missed tackle by Deuce Chestnut. We'll see 0 right here playing that soft, off, man-to-man coverage. You've got to make that tackle in space. Because he doesn't make the tackle, Purdue's knocking on the door.
O'Connell hands it off. Downing.
I may consider calling timeouts if I'm Syracuse. Potentially here. Because if Purdue scores a touchdown, you're left with no time. You're just letting the time go now.
Minute left in this game.
I'm surprised.
Charlie Jones in the slot. O'Connell steps up, throws in the end zone, touchdown. Payne Durham. Second touchdown of the day.
This is too easy. O'Connell to Durham again.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Say what you want. Aiden O'Connell is a gunslinger.
Been a beast in this game. Absolute beast. How about Payne Durham? Dude only played 1 year of high school football. Was a lacrosse player, as you talked about earlier. Could you imagine seeing that dude on the lacrosse field? My goodness.
Flag is thrown. Extracurricular here, a little pushing and shoving.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 87. This is his first of the game. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And that's Payne. You make a great play, and then you do that.
Can't do it. And you take a look at the touchdown. Durham's going to be on the left side of your screen. They drop, and he just settles down right in the zone. There's nobody there. That is too easy. Too easy. O'Connell doesn't face any pressure. And here's the unsportsmanlike. Something he said, the ref heard.
He said the bad word.
Conduct, kicking team head coach, that 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Wow. And now you compound the problem with the special teams coach.
Wow.
So under a minute, and you're just giving Syracuse yards.
Giving him yardage. And Syracuse still has all of their timeouts left.
Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, Aiden O'Connell's now thrown for 415, and I said it earlier, he's now got 10 games where he's thrown for 350 yards or more. Only Drew Brees has more with 12.
We had 12 points combined in the first half. We've got 35 in the fourth quarter, B.
Unbelievable. This is his fifth 400-yard passing game. Talking about Aiden O'Connell.
There's a look at Payne Durham, we talked about. Kid from Georgia. And they're going to kick from the 10-yard line because of all these penalties.
Yeah.
Listen, Syracuse should have the football near midfield.
Absolutely.
Those are two huge, costly penalties. The receivers are lined up at the 30-yard line.
They're at their own 30. You set up a return, absolutely you should be at the midfield.
And with 3 timeouts in 51 seconds, that's plenty of time.
Yes. So it's all on the foot of Chris Van Eckeren. Courtney Jackson from his own 25. Cross the 40. 45. And at midfield. Forced out of bounds.
There we go, midfield. 45 seconds to go, 50 yards. Garrett Shrader, the transfer from Mississippi State, with his time to shine. Got all your timeouts in your pocket. We know he can scramble.
He's thrown for 156 and 2 touchdowns.
What's even more impressive is the 17 carries for 83.
Yeah, exactly. 45 seconds left. 3 timeouts for Syracuse. Shrader looking, throws, across the middle, broken up.
Nearly intercepted. Jefferson had it in his hands and just couldn't catch it. Dangerous throw by Shrader into double coverage. Cam Allen was there too, number 10. He comes up, but it's thrown right behind Gadsden. Poorly thrown football. Should have been the game.
40 seconds left in this one. 2nd and 10 from midfield. Here's Shrader looking to the outside, knocked away. Corey Trice. One of their main cover corners.
I was talking to cornerbacks coach Ashton Yabodi of Purdue before the game, and he said Trice is that dude. And you can see it right here. Not even 100%, turns around. A little bit of contact there. I can see where the boos are coming from. But knocks that football away.
They believe that's a kid that will be playing on Sundays. 3rd and 10. Shrader. Time, plenty of time. Flushed. Avoids. Throws. Incomplete.
You got a flag down here at the 30-yard line.
They're going to call a hold, defensive hold on Purdue.
And that's costly. It was going to be 4th and 10. Automatic first down.
Holding, defense number 23. Continue up going for the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So Trice comes up with a big play and then follows up with a penalty.
If you're a Syracuse fan, there's your redemption, right? From the PI to a hold in the next play. Or the no-call PI. So they got life.
That is the 10th penalty for Purdue. 99 yards in penalty. Here's Shrader, flushed. Nearly sacked. And he gets it away. Chris Jefferson applies the pressure.
Now we got to look at the clock, Brian.
The ball made the line again.
22 seconds left.
You know, these plays, they're trying to get the ball down the field, but it's taking a lot of time. I mean, you ran 3 plays, 23 seconds off the clock. And you moved 10 yards.
Second down. Shrader to the outside. Caught. Wow. What a catch by Damian Alford. The 6'6" sophomore. 24-yard pickup.
The ruling on the field.
Gets behind the zone.
Was under further review.
Yeah, take another look at that one.
That toe comes down, and when the heel comes down on the line, that's out of bounds. This is going to be close.
Watch that left foot. Toe, heel. Reese Taylor in coverage for Purdue.
After review, the ruling on the field has been reversed to an incomplete pass.
Yeah, when that heel comes
The
down.
toe within heel hit the ground in one motion, which makes that an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down from the 40-yard line.
It's different than the toe drag swag,
Yeah,
right? You get that one toe in, it's different.
Yeah.
When the foot comes down and then the heel in that same motion hits the out of bounds line, yeah, they're not happy with it.
Well, listen, they say this is a game of inches.
Well, you saw it right there.
So 3rd down now
17 seconds.
for Syracuse from the Purdue 40. Shrader looking left, downfield, and incomplete and out of bounds. They're going to say, hey, he's a late flag. I thought he was going to say that was an uncatchable ball.
We'll find out. There was so much contact on the outside, and It looks like Jones is hurt. Jones is hurt.
Pass interference, defense number 1. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
So you have the ball at the 25 now, but the problem is time is not on your side. Contact right there, the ball's in the air. Yeah, that's the right call.
So first down for the Qs from the 25 of Purdue.
But you might only have 2, maybe 3 plays at the end zone, Brian.
12 seconds. Shrader throwing, he's got a man, he's got Gadsden, yes! I don't know about you, but I love college football.
If you don't love college football, right now, you don't have a pulse.
You're right. Here comes the extra point. They're going to throw a flag. It is good.
Timeout prior to the kick.
Prior to the snap, we have a timeout called by Syracuse. That's their first of the half, 30 seconds in length. We have a timeout call prior to the kick.
Well, how about Garrett Shrader and Oronde Gadsden?
Takes a shot up the middle from Humpick and then just finds Gadsden on the corner route. Bryce Hampton, the safety, who's filling in. Remember, Jalen Graham is not playing in this game. That's the position that Graham would typically be playing. He's the best player on their defense, and you got a backup out there trying to match up with a big tight end.
2 touchdown catches for Oronde Gadsden. He said, I'm doing it like my daddy. Of course, his father played in the NFL for the Dolphins. What a big-time pitch and catch.
Receiving team number 10, that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. This is number 10's first of the game.
And
They're
Purdue
just losing their cool.
Yeah, they've lost their cool. What a second half we've had here in Syracuse. 6 lead change.
Could this be a signature win for Dino Babers?
Hey, listen, they're looking to go 3-0 for the first time since 2018.
Here's Gadsden, just a corner route, man coverage against the backer, Bryce Hampton.
17 is ejected from the ball game.
It's zero coverage. You got no middle field help. So he's playing that inside leverage, and you run the perfect route against the perfect coverage.
Chris Jefferson of Purdue has been ejected. We talked about it. It looks like some members of the Boilermakers have certainly lost their cool because of the calls. I think people may be shocked to know that it was 9-3 Purdue at the half. I mean, it was 9-3 Purdue at the half.
41, about to be 42 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
This place is rocking.
Yes, it is. You can see why they call it the Loud House. Extra point, good. Flag on the play.
Oh, and it's big too, Brian. They could have blocked that and returned it for 2. It would have been a tie game. So that's why they're trying to give all their effort to get in there and block that kick.
Offside, receiving team number 1. That penalty is declined. Extra points, good.
Going back and take one more look at that touchdown. Bryce Hampton and Gadsden so wide open. And we didn't talk enough about the throw. In stride, right to the pylon. And he takes a shot too. I mean, Shrader stands in there and takes a lick from Humpick.
What a game. And let's not forget about the Payne-Durham touchdown catch and then the 2 penalties that came right after it.
Those were huge. Huge call. Now, Brian, game's not over. 7 seconds.
Hey, let me tell you something.
This game's been wild enough.
If they kick it and Purdue runs this thing back.
No. You squib kick this thing.
I'm not going to say.
You squib kick this thing right now.
If they actually kick this thing off the Purdue, unbelievable. As we take a look at the score by quarters, and I mean, it's just been bonkers here in the fourth quarter. I mean, 42 points, and
wow,
the Cuse is on the verge of, for the first time, scoring a go-ahead touchdown the final 10 seconds of regulation since 2013, when they knocked off Boston College.
Syracuse is reporting 33, we placed 98.
Look where they're kicking off from. With all the penalties and ejections.
Ejections, this is something.
Well, I guess you just kick it out of bounds at this point, right? Out of the end zone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
I don't want to. I want no return.
It's good.
It's good. Okay, Mr. Cornerback.
Yes, sir.
Defensively, you just put everybody where? At the 40, the 50, midfield? Or?
Yeah, you're going to back up 4 guys, maybe 3 guys, as deep as you can, probably across the 40-yard line or midfield, like you say, maybe even a little deeper. Keep everything in front of you. You know it's going to be a crazy play. There's going to be a lot of
laterals.
Laterals, probably going to be 5 laterals or more. Stranger things have happened.
Big one for Syracuse as this starts a stretch of 4 straight home games for them.
They got to back up.
They're going to take a timeout, too.
Syracuse needs to back their secondary up.
Their second
I think they want, which is just
30 seconds.
Take a look at the lineup and see what Purdue was
see
going
what
to
they're
do.
going to come out, see the alignment. Let Tony White make a decision. There's Tony White right there, the defensive coordinator, who's going to be on a lot of people's radars if this defense continues to play well.
Hey, listen, partner, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I'm not a gambling man. I am the worst when it comes to spreads and all this stuff. But, you know, again, our score was 9-3 at the half, right?
Crazy.
Vegas had this game, I think, at 59.5. Do you know right now we're at 61 points?
You weren't feeling good about that one in the first half, were you?
Listen, I know there's some people
oh, my goodness,
who are doing a dance right about now.
Yeah, well, it's college football, man.
Unbelievable.
Anything can happen.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10. O'Connell throws. Jones laterals. Sheffield.
Nowhere to go.
And Syracuse remains unbeaten. As Coach Babers and Brom exchange pleasantries.